Oh.
Okay, we are apparently live. And there is Lindsay, just in time. Good evening, Lindsay. Just in
Hi,
time. We've
good
just gone
evening.
live. So we've just this minute gone live. I'm going to have to rely on people to say hi to make sure that people can see us. Apparently, we've got one person viewing us. And hopefully Alex will be joining us shortly. He's having a few problems getting on. So hope everyone's doing okay. As I say, we'll give it a minute or so to see who else is going to join. Yeah, well, there's Mark. Mark is on. So, yeah, and that works as well. Cool. Yay. So, hello to Mark, Stephen, and Linda. Thanks for joining, guys. As I say, bear with us tonight. This is the first time we've used this, so yeah, hopefully it will allow us to interact better with you guys and take it from there. Evening, Lorna. So, hope everyone's doing good. As I said, 9 people viewing us at the moment, so it does actually tell me who's on, so that's good. Okay, I think we'll sort of kick things off. So what have we been up to? Well, I'm sure you all know by now we're doing a couple of events for the Nairn Book Festival. So we are doing Old Down Parish Church. Well, it's actually the graveyard we're doing on the 28th of August. That is about £10.48. I think the tickets are with booking fee. I'm not sure where the 48p booking fee comes from, but that, as I said, is going to be like an old school investigation. So not any of the electronic gadgets for that one. It'll be the dowsing rods, pendulums, and things like that. We hope for that one. And though we've not announced it, I do hope that Lorraine Evans will be with us for that one as well. She's certainly at the moment planning to join us. So yeah, and hello to Catherine. How are you doing, Catherine? Hope you're okay. And hello to Peter as well. So yeah, so that's a good one. That's a location that we have actually investigated before when we went looking for Isabel Gowdy. Um, but the church itself, I think, dates back to about 1757. But there's connections with the Battle of Uldern in 1647. Folk are supposed to have been buried there, and there's also a crypt as well. And some very interesting stones. So hopefully, as I said, that'll be a good one. It's something slightly different um, to what we normally do, and as I said, a chance for you guys to join us um, for that investigation. So that'll be really looking forward to that. And then we're on the 1st of September. We are going to be at Nairn Museum again to do an investigation. Tickets for that are £15.72, and these are from the Nairn Book Festival site. You can get these. You can book these ones. Now, this is a location that's never been investigated before. The building dates back to 1803, and we'll also have a kind of walk around with the museum manager Melissa beforehand. So we'll do the bit of the history and whatnot, and some of the artifacts that are in the location as well. So yeah, really looking forward to both of them and giving you guys the opportunity to come out with us on those. Yeah, get well soon to our Lindsay R, The Rock. She's not feeling too good, so as I said, Lindsay hopefully be joining us next time. And I know that poor Zara's not very good neither. Janice, you are a non-believer. I'm not a non-believer, my dear. I'm not a non-believer. I'm a skeptical believer. Yeah, there is a difference. Morning, Mark.
I keep missing all his links because of the time difference.
Yeah. Oh, we'll need to catch up, Linda. We'll need to have a. You'll need to DM us and let us know what you've heard about Viewfield House, because yeah, a few ghosty stories would be great for that one. Okay. Evening, William. Sorry, problems with the link. As I said, the first time we've done this, so probably there'll be a few boo-boos tonight, I'm sure. So yeah, so that's the two events that are planned at the moment. There's more in the pipeline, as we said. We'll be doing one at Pool House later in the year, over in Pool U, and hopefully another one at Touchwood House as well, later, I think in November. And then it's now going to be in December. We're going to be going to Inverary Jail. I think it's the 10th of December. And again, as soon as the tickets are available, we'll let you know for that one. So that we're really looking forward to that one, because it's kind of a mecca for ghost hunters. They all go to Inverary Jail. Have you done the Inverary Jail, Lindsay?
No, I've not. No, I've always kind of meant to go, but for one reason or another, I've just not got there. So excited to go.
Cool. Yeah, I agree, Lindsay. It makes life a lot easier. It's one of the reasons that actually we went down this route. I think actually William, who's on the chat with us tonight, he was the first person that kind of introduced me to this. And then when we did the Jibber Jabber podcast as well, they used it, and I thought, yeah, this is much easier. So yeah, absolutely great. Evening, Scott. Good to see you on. Are you doing a live tonight yourself? Let us know. Yeah. It's not that far away, Lorna. It's not that far away. What's it? Oh, Facebook's doing the subtitles, is it? Again, I don't know how to switch that off. I've tried in the past, and I thought it's a mobile phone thing. I'm not even sure actually if it's our settings or your settings, Catherine.
I managed to switch them off on my phone, so I think it's probably your personal phone settings.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Scott's got a live at 9 o'clock, so if we get finished sharp at 9 o'clock, hop across the paranormal and history. Who you got on tonight, Scott? If you let us know, we'll give you a plug. Okay. Oh, he's telling us. There we go. So Sophisticated Temporarily are coming on. So yeah, really had fun last week chatting with Scott, and hopefully we'll get back on in the near future with him as well. But every night these guys have got one, if not two, chats on, so well worth catching up with them and subscribing to their page. John, why am I skeptical? I'm skeptical because 99% of what people claim to be paranormal isn't paranormal, Janice. I think that generally is it. And when I say I really was very skeptical, but now that I've done it for so long, as people know, and the things that have happened to me and to other members of the group, yeah, there's no way I can deny any longer that there isn't something there. So but it's good to remain skeptical and to challenge everything. I do occasionally get carried away myself, but other folk grind me when I do. But yeah, I'll always be skeptical, I'm afraid to say. Okay. Thanks, Scott.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, typing's bad. Okay. Good evening, Stephen. I love that picture. Love those glasses. Yeah, it'll be there in a flash. This year's going so fast. Yeah, and you're welcome. And yeah, as William says, skepticism is important, and it is. I mean, you've got to challenge things. If you claim everything's paranormal, as some folk do, credibility goes out the window. So, what else have we been up to? As you've seen, we've been to Dunlickety. So we were there week last Friday, wasn't it, Lindsay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So Dunlickety is a site we've been to 3 or 4 times now. And activity-wise, it varies. But interestingly enough, on the last 2 occasions we've been there, the watch house has been the kind of most active area. So again, we had some activity in the watch house, with both Alex connecting through the pendulum and then with the rods, and Mike picking up as well on an individual. Angela felt that there was somebody at her back and touching her back. Not a nasty presence. The time the guys were there before, they did feel that there was a nasty presence. Now, we have, if this works, an actual EVP that we have not actually published anywhere yet. I'm going to see if I can get it to play. I tested it earlier. I apologize for the quality of what I've done is I've amplified the clip, and then I've also cleaned it up a little, so you'll hear the clip twice. So hopefully it's going to work. We'll see just now. So, I don't know what you make of that. Let me know. We'll publish it properly afterwards. I can play it again if you want me to play it again. I actually left you.
Is that the
Sorry?
spirit box? Was it the spirit box?
No, it wasn't the spirit box. The second one I've tried to clean up so it sounds a bit more like the spirit box, but no, it was just caught on audio. It's not a member of the group.
What's the background noise though?
The background noise is because I've tried to clean the clip up the second time around. Yeah, it was also it was a windy night, wasn't it, Lindsay? So it was, even though we were in the watch house and we closed the door and everything, there was some background noise, as I say. But yeah, I kind of amplified it up. As I said, apologies, I didn't actually have long today to pull that file together, so it was like a quick 5 minutes. But I'll clean it up more and get it on the page. I'll play it again, and as I say, I apologise for the gap in the middle. I left too long a gap in the middle. Can you hear that, guys? Sorry about that, technical problem here. I'll try it again. So right back to the start of it. I think it says, "just so you know." That's what I'm hearing. It's a man's voice. So there you go. Make what you want of it.
think just it's an S sound, and but I think it's more syllables than just so you know.
Yeah, maybe. As I said, it's the interesting thing I find with EVPs is that different people hear different things, which is a bit,
I think
is
to
a
me
bit
it
weird.
sounds
But
more like just say something.
maybe I'll just, as I said, I'll see if it's going to. It's a wee bit temperamental trying to play it, but we'll see if it'll play the other bit again. Yeah. So yeah, interesting bit of audio. As I said, that we got from there. There was another clip as well, another piece of audio as well, which appeared to say the name Duncan. But unfortunately, when I tried to clean that up today, it wasn't. You can hear it on headphones, but you can't hear it through speakers or anything like that. So I thought I'll not bother putting that in on tonight.
That was the name Mike picked up as well, wasn't it, Duncan?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just have a look and see what people are saying. It wasn't one of us. And what we'll do is when I put it on the page properly, I'll put the full clip on so that you'll know it's not one of us. The only other person that's speaking in that clip is myself. So there's nobody else speaking in that clip, and as I said, it's definitely not one of the team. So yeah. Just so you know things, Mark's saying. I'm hearing just heal. Just as you're walking through it is what I heard. And Lorna's trying to make out the accent. Yeah, not sure on accent, to be honest on it. It's one of those kind of frustrating clips.
Sounds quite English to me. But I can hear it totally different today because I've got on headphones, because I thought it said something about someone's face the other day, but now I've got the headphones on, I'm not hearing that at all. I'm hearing just so, and then I don't know what the next part is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was impressed by this one, even though I can't really work it out fully, because it definitely, it wasn't one of us. I'm convinced on that. Sometimes you listen to a piece of audio and you can rely, yeah, that's one of the team. It's none of the team were whispering on the night. We were all in quite the watch house is tiny, so it's an enclosed space. There really was only room for us in there, and very little else. So it impressed me, that one.
At least two of us aren't whisperers either, I don't think.
That's very true. Yeah. No, whispering is a no-no on investigations. Nobody should be whispering. But yeah, it is quite impressive, and it's good. That, as I said, follows on watch house. Normally we go in and we get nothing, but the previous time we were there, said the guys didn't feel right. They felt there was a heavy presence in the place, and they did actually pick up a shadow on one of the photographs they took. Photograph wise, nothing really. There was the one photo, I think, with Mike that had a couple of what looked like bright lights. I suspect it's midges. It was a darker part of the graveyard, and I think it was light reflecting. Actually, it does kind of look like midges to me, and we were eaten alive. So I think it possibly was. It was just midges. But that photo is on already. It's on the latest gallery for Dunlucky, so folk can have a look at it if they want, and take it from take it from there and see. So that was Dunlucky. So that was it was good to get back out and do that one. And if you're local, it's a place that I really do recommend, especially if you're into graveyards and history. That you go and have a look around it. It's a kind of strange place that it's got big boulders in the middle of it, and as I said, it's got an intact watch house that you can actually get into, which many of them now you can't. And as I said, interesting history. You can see where the clans sharpened their swords and arrows before battles. They're very visible there. And though we haven't managed to find it, and if somebody does manage to find it, we will give you a prize. There is supposed to be a gravestone in there that has musket ball damage or bullet damage when a drunk watchman from the watch house saw shadows in the graveyard and decided to open fire. But I've never managed to actually find the gravestone, but I've read that story in a couple of places to do with Dunlucky. So yeah, very interesting. Did it go back to Neolithic? No, the site goes back to around 600, probably 30, 40 AD. It's connected, I think, to Saint Finan, who I think died at Lindisfarne in 660 AD. So he's supposed to have been a Dunluckety. So kind of looking at the timelines, it kind of suggests that it goes back to about that time. But as I said, it's quite a remote place. There is a farm close by, but up above it, you've got basically got the hills, the mountains right up beside you. In fact, there's the hill right above the church and the graveyard. You can actually see a marker, and that's where the clans used to actually keep watch. So it's steeped in history. It's also got connections with Demon Dog. So there's a demon dog supposed to have been reported there, and it's supposed to have turned to dust when it entered the graveyard. And then there's my favourite story, which I've probably told already, about some teenagers playing with bows and arrows on the Sabbath, and the minister was not impressed. He took the bows and arrows off them. He shot one of them through the leg and made them sit through the sermon, which always makes me chuckle a bit. But yeah. So there we go. Yeah. Oh, I no doubt that the site may go further back, William, than we know. It's one of these. I mean, as you know better than probably any of us here, that a lot of religious sites are based on the same site from going back to Neolithic times, and that if it was of importance then. So yeah, it's quite possible. It's quite possible, but yeah, Dunlucky is definitely worth a visit if you get the chance. And yeah, so that was that. So we're planning some more adventures. We will be doing a event in August as well with what we call now our Friends of Highland Paranormal. So if you're a regular, you should have got an invite, and apologies if you didn't DM us. The page is not going to be opened up to everybody. It's a page for the folk who support us both online on a regular basis, coming to our meets, and those who come to our open meets and whatnot. So we'll do exclusive stuff there, like we've put up videos already of Dunlucky and things like that. So we'll do that content and said run events, which will be, you'll get early bird offers and things like that, and you'll find out about events before we make them public and whatnot. So it's just as a thank you for that. So yeah, apart from that, some private work, and that's really it. Lynn or Lindsay, have you guys been up to watching any paranormal TV?
No, there was a few, 2-3 new episodes of Ghost Hunters that went on to finish up the season, so watched them. I always watch Zach just for entertainment, so I finished that season. And shout, "You're not going to find a ghost if you run the other way." You have to play a drinking game, and every time he does that, and have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there were some good stuff. They got some things, so they're worth a watch.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Lindsay? You watched anything recently?
I've just been kind of watching some more of the Spooked Scotland series, and it's been a bit better when they haven't been talking about imps. But I do like it. I think Chris Fleming's quite annoying. He just kind of is like, it's entertainment though. I mean, we've had the conversation before, that it's done to entertain, but it's good to see places that we know being featured, and I know some of the people that are in it as well, so it's nice to see that, and it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I actually keep missing. I need to go back and watch them. But what I have seen so far, Ryan comes across as being probably the most grounded and professional paranormal investigator I've seen on TV in this country. If I'm being honest, I think he's really coming across well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris is he's the entertainment without doubt. But it's refreshing. It's good to see Scottish locations, as you said, on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same. It's probably the same production company as it's probably Zach's production company that are doing it. I think, is it?
I'm not sure, but it might
Not
be.
watched it.
Yeah.
It's not got the best team, in my opinion. So.
Well, of course not.
You're the best.
Okay. What's the Scotland series? William's asking.
It's called Spooked Scotland. It's on Really, but I don't know if it's available out with Britain at the moment. I know they were looking to do it.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'll get somewhere. I don't know if there's anything online. Any way you can watch Really TV online outside the country or anything. I don't know how it's tied down.
I think the other one, I think it's also on Discovery Plus as well. I don't know again how that works, if it's just over here or not. But that's the channels that it's on.
Yeah, it's a Discovery program, isn't it? I think it's released. They're kind of one of their channels. So yeah. So yep, that's great. So William saying thanks for that. And Lauren saying I haven't got around to watching the others yet that mentioned the last time. It's been quite good. So yeah, I think that's when we were talking about films, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just remembered I haven't done the bag. What's in the bag, folks? Tonight, what's in the bag? So let us know what you think. Psychic. See if anyone gets it tonight. I will give you a clue that it's not specific to any day. It's not. I don't know what's special about today. I'm sure it's some sort of day today, but it's not Star Wars Day, so it's nothing to do with Star Wars this time around. Yeah.
It is on the Discovery Plus app, but that might be country specific. So
there you go, William.
Spooked Scotland is on Discovery Plus app.
Yeah.
So you might get it in America. It's the same one that carries Zach and Ghost Hunters and the other things.
Don't Lindsay, you've seen that, yeah?
Yeah, Sky TV. Yeah, that's right. Although I don't know if Discovery's free.
So Discovery Plus is as a subscription.
But what about the Really part of it? Is it Is it part of Sky?
No, that's part of Sky.
Right.
Yeah, but if you want,
we get on Freeview as well.
Do we get Really's
on Freeview as well?
But yeah, if you want to watch all the things that you've got the Discovery Plus, because you can only get Ghost Hunters and the Ghost Adventures on the Discovery Plus now. So
I think you can see them quicker as well that way. I think when it's on, really, it shows you kind of a week behind what people might be talking about. But I think what's quite good about it, I don't know if anybody watches Gogglebox, but it's been on the Celebrity Gogglebox. I'll need to find the clips and share with you because I've seen them shared and it's really quite funny. The last one I was crying listening to it because some of the stuff they were coming up with and what Chris Fleming came up with. I'm not going to say it because it's a bit rude, but he basically said a ghost went up a certain orifice.
Yeah, I read that. They were using that. They were actually using that to plug the show before the show was on. Yeah. Oh well. Just quickly, Lorna, there's the bag again. Okay. So yeah, let us know what you think's in the bag, folks. Peter's asking, a little off topic, what's the most active location you've been to? Right, where will we start? Lindsay.
I've just been at lots of places. I like going anywhere that you've got any activity that you can prove with to the best of your knowledge that it is actually paranormal. I've been at lots of different places. One of my favourite places was the Discovery Ship in Dundee. And it was really strange because even though it was on dry dock as it is, I personally felt like I was almost like in the Arctic. I went absolutely black on the thermal imager. I was so cold. And my whole body was kind of convulsing. It was a really strange personal experience. So I think that's up there. But I mean, I think one of the team's sort of favourite ones locally is definitely Touchwood House. I'm probably stealing Liam's answer here, but as soon as you go in there, the energy in that place is amazing.
Yeah, I don't need to say anything now. Lynn, what about you, Lynn?
I think I'm really looking forward to going to Pool House because after that walkthrough, and even an investigation would be hard to beat just doing the walkthrough. We had such interaction while we're walking through and chatting. I think I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, it was quite exciting for the fact you're just doing a walkthrough and the meter was going off in areas that just you couldn't explain, and it seemed to be intelligent.
Yeah,
reacting to certain conversations. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I know it's a bit of a trek maybe for some people, but I think it's going to be well worth it. And if you're in the area before, then pay them a visit. They are open most days for tours around the house, and we can vouch that the food's rather good there as well. So well worth popping in if you're on the West Coast, doing the North Coast 500 or whatever. Pop into Pool House. It really is an amazing place. And as I said, really excited about doing that one, definitely. So Lindsay's saying that Lindsay Rock's saying there's some delay in you speaking and the sound. So I don't know if that's all of us or just one of us. So if people are having issues, let us know in the comments.
It's okay here. There's no lag here.
Yeah, there's no lag. I'm not seeing any lag on. As I said, we're working directly off StreamYard, so we're not seeing the links on the others. Okay. Okay. So Miranda says there's a couple of places I think would be good to investigate in content. Well, we're all ears. We're always looking for locations. So please let us know.
I actually was asking my friend from Conton about the place that Mike was talking about, and she's told me what it's called. So I'll share that.
Cool.
So that was quite interesting.
Yeah, and as we say, actually, if somebody comes up with a location, the deal is they get to come with us. So that's how it works. So if you come up with a location, you know.
Yeah, that
when
you can get us into, not just
Yes.
suggest.
Yeah. We'll take you along. So we've actually got a private one this week like that, but can't say any more on it. But yeah, so we're always on the look out for that kind of thing.
That's exactly the place my friend said as well, the Presse Marie. And and that would make sense actually based on what Mike had been saying about French connection, because that sounds French.
Excellent, thank you. Right, okay. Yes, it's all making sense now. So Miranda's Lindsay's friend, so we've had these kind of conversations as other Lindsay's now has said with regards to this specific location, but we didn't have the name of it or anything like that. So that's cool. Thanks very much for that. Okay, so we've had a few guesses on the bag. No, not a plug.
I think that's in reference to the orifice comment.
Yeah. Okay,
That's how I read it.
Okay. Clearly, my mind is not dirty enough. Okay. Nurse's fob watch in the bag, Carol says. Cool. Not going to say anything more on it just now. Yeah, I'm not even sure, Lorna, what that is, but it's not that. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Tasking. Okie dokie. So yeah, so cool. Okay. Okay, so yeah, other than that, as I said, it's been fairly quiet for us. I hope everyone's enjoying all the kind of folklore that we're putting up on the page as well. I am putting the sources down. I follow some really good feeds on Twitter that are posting. They post a lot of folklore from all over the world, but they also do a lot of, when I pick one up that's from the Highlands, I'll certainly repost it on the page. It's a subject that kind of fascinates me and has done since I was a kid. So, but I'm learning so much more sort of new stories and new characters all the time. So it's fun. It really is fun to do. So yeah, we'll keep that going if people are happy enough with that. Hopefully we'll have another open meet in August at Touchwood if everything goes to plan. Thanks to folks that came along to the last one as well. So we'll be doing that as well. We are, as I said, we're going to do an event in August for friends of the group. So folk should be aware of that one already. As I said, if you're not on the page and you feel you should be on the page, let me know. I might have missed a few years. I'm sorry if I did. But as I said, at the same time, we're not going to just add people willy-nilly to it. Our main page will still be the Highland Ghosts page, where we'll post all our usual content, but the extras will appear on the other one, the stuff that we wouldn't normally post. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lorna loves folklore as well. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah. Other than that, it's quiet, as I said. So if anyone's got any questions for us, feel free to post them up, and we'll try and answer them. And again, this new format should give us the option to do more with regards to we can actually do slideshows, we can show videos and things like that. So we will try and do more of that content as well going forward. And yeah, William, we'll get you added in to the page. And yeah, Tom Muir Orkney is an expert for. I think William, we ended up talking about Tom the last time we were on chatting. So the other thing we're going to try and do is get guests on as well. So I've told William he's coming on already because I love chatting with William. I've done a couple on his show now, and he's I think he did one with the Para Experience as well, I think. So William's a very knowledgeable individual in the paranormal and a lot more besides. So we'll get William on. I've been speaking to somebody else more local who's done some some investigations into local witchcraft and the stories and things like that. So a guy called Ken Povey, so we're hoping to get Ken on at some point. He's agreed to do that. We will get Lorraine Evans on at some point. I know she's a bit elusive at times, Lorraine, but as I said, we'll try and get her on, and as I said, a few more. I'm going to start looking into that within the next week or so and see who else I can bribe to come on and to do a slot with us. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So if anyone, again, along with locations, if anybody has got anybody they would really like us to try and get on to chat with, we will try and see, connect with other groups and whatnot and get them on. Can't promise we'll get any celebrities on, but you never know. We can try. I think we did through Para Experience try to get the TAPS guys on, but I don't think we've got anywhere with that yet. But you never know. You never know what might happen.
Probably need a fee.
Maybe. But we're TAPS as well. So TAPS should be TAPS.
Yeah, but there's a lot of TAPS groups. If we come on one, they'll be asked on everyone.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question for Lindsay.
No, Lorna. I kind of knew all the guys previously, and I had done one of the paid investigations out at Durn House with them before. So no, I was quite comfortable. And then Liam, myself, Alex, and Lindsay had also done some sort of like training out at the Spa Pavilion. So no, I felt absolutely fine and very welcomed. So it was good.
Yeah, I should say all the new guys hit the ground running. They really did. I wasn't really needed, to be perfectly honest. I Kinloss, I kind of just stood back and let the guys get on with it. And it's great. One of the reasons we picked who we picked was for that very reason, that we got folk that we knew were kind of comfortable and were either natural to or had done it before. So yeah, it was good. And expanding the team allows us to do more locations and get involved in more things, hopefully going forward as well. So we're hoping that doing the book festival in Nairn, for instance, will open a few other doors to other events and things like that. And it's trying to get our name out there to say that we are available for these events. We're non-profit, we don't charge, and trying to ensure that our reputation is important to us as well. There's one location in Inverness just now where their opinion is that well, actually, yeah, ghost hunting, we've watched it on the telly, we wouldn't want to entertain that kind of thing, which is a real shame. So we're trying to work on that as well and trying to up our profile a bit, so that we can get into new locations and things like that. We're not a bad wee team. No, we're not, Lindsay. We're not at all. Okay, I'm going to give you one last chance. I will say that somebody has guessed this correctly. but I'm not going to say who at this point. But yeah, somebody has guessed it correctly. Yeah.
I'm sticking with my answer. Oftentimes I'll change, but I'm sticking with it tonight.
Yeah. Yes, Isabel Gowdy. It's a W, I think, if I'm being. Yeah, I think it should be Gowdie. But yeah, we're looking forward to going back to Aldern again. It's an interesting graveyard. The last time we were there looking for that very woman to see if she would come through, because no doubt she was there at some point. No one knows what happened to her. The records don't actually tell us about her fate, whether she survived or not. There's a lot of conflicting theories about her. So yeah, interesting. And while we're on the subject, that Nairn Museum are actually going to be doing an exhibition on Isabel Gowdy, I think, from August. And there will be talks, I think, as part of the book festival. I think they've got an American author coming across.
There's a talk actually happening on Thursday at 1:00. And if you wanted to attend, you have to email the manager at the museum, because I'm going to go along to that one. I think it was originally meant to be earlier in the day, but it's now at 1:00. So if anybody's interested, I think you have to email the museum manager. So if anybody needs the email address, if you let us know, and I can get it for you.
Perfect. Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be really, really fascinating. I think anyone who's interested in witchcraft or in local history as well is interested in Isabel Gowdy. As I said, I'd be interested to see what the theory says. Was she really a witch? Was she really in league with the devil, or was she the Kim Kardashian of her day and just doing what she did to get publicity and be in the limelight, which is one of the theories that I've heard from a few places recently, that actually she wasn't the smartest of people, and she was basically just, trying to tell stories to make her stay in the limelight and look important. So who knows? Yeah, I'll be interested to see what you think of that one, Lindsay.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay. Claire. That's Claire's answer. And yeah, William said maybe get some letters of references from places you've investigated. Yeah, that's maybe we should do. We have got a few good reviews on Facebook already. But maybe we need to go down that route as well. Somebody did suggest to me the other day that we need to do a promo video. So as well, and actually do a kind of professionalist video of what we do, to give people a better idea, and the fact that we're not just about ghost hunting. There's so many different elements, and that's why we've kind of re-adopted the backdrop we're using now, which kind of covers a lot of the things that we do, not just ghosts, and everything else that we do in the field, not just the paranormal, but as I said, history, supporting local charities and events as well. So yeah. We aren't going to investigate that area on this investigation, Linda, but plans are afoot. I've been speaking to somebody who might be able to give us access to part of that area. So it's early days, but yeah, hopefully we will do a bit more on that going forward. Yeah, Lorna's saying, yeah, local witch tales are fascinating. Yeah, certainly are. Okay, so we'll quickly do the what's in the bag then, and Lindsay Dan.
It was the first thing that came to me.
It's a watch. I think there was one other one that was close, which was a nurse's watch. But yeah, it's a watch. So well done to everybody who tried that. you'll see how you get on with if you haven't already, have a look at the latest photo challenge that we've put up, well, painting challenge that we've put up as well, and let us know what you think of that, gentleman. Some interesting responses so far on that one. He does give off a kind of certain vibe, the gentleman. Maybe the painter didn't do him any favors, but yeah, I think he does give off a certain vibe for sure.
Alex has just messaged us.
Oh, he's there. Good evening.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, evening everyone.
How are you?
All good. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
my fourth piece of tech trying to get online. Hey ho.
Yeah. Well, we've covered everything off, but we'll ask you how did you find Unlucky?
Yeah, loved it. I loved the fact it was really out of the way and had bags of history, and something you can just go and discover and find. It's that sort of bit of sense of mystery about it. That's what I enjoyed.
Yeah, and you had your own experience as well out there, didn't you?
Yeah, just when I got out of the car and I walked up to the main building, and I was starting to look at a plaque which was talking about some military guy, and I suddenly real tightness in the chest. It's quite odd. Yeah, sort of a reaction. But then after that, it was fine.
Yeah. No, strange one. It's always going back to what we were talking about, certain skeptics. When the skeptics are affected, it's interesting. And I've been there a couple of times where I've been affected when I'm a bit blasé at times. Nothing will get me. I'm not going to open myself up. Nothing's going to get me. But I think if they want to get you, they're going to get you. So yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. It would actually be interesting to actually try and do a bit. We should have actually taken a note of that gentleman's name and tried to do a bit of research actually on what caused his death. What did he actually die of? That might be quite interesting. So next time I'm there, I'll make a point of having another look at it. But yeah. Lorna, going back to very quickly, we'll say, Lorna, this is with regards to the witches and that. Try to imagine their day-to-day lives and how they felt and thought, etc. Yeah, I mean, they were really, really persecuted. I think we've kind of covered this conversation. I know in my ghost walks, we always seem to go onto the subject of how they were treated and whatnot, and they were treated really badly. And in the end, it wasn't about witches. It was about just getting rid of people that, you didn't like, or, you were going to gain something from them not being there. Horrible, horrible times. It certainly was. So other than that, as I said, we'll quickly plug again that we're doing the 2 events in there, and so you can, if you go over to the Nairn Book Festival site, you can book those events. Numbers are limited, we're not planning doing at the moment. There's no plans to do any other events there, so these are the only 2 that we've got penciled in for there. The Friends group, as I said, we'll have an event next month as well, at a remote location. It'll be really, really, really good to see you if you can make any of those. Linda's saying we'll try to get to the Viewfield House one. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm really looking forward to that one as well. I'm saying I'm really looking forward to it. I don't even know if I'm doing it yet. So I'll need to. Because we've got a bigger team now, we spread across, so we won't all be turning up at all the events. But I'll be at one of the events. I might be at both, but I'll probably definitely be at Aldern. But we'll just see how it goes. And we'll let you know near time. But it'd be great to see you there, Linda. If you can make it, that would be great. So I hope, folks, you've enjoyed the format tonight. I mean, it's certainly been easier for us, I think, guys, isn't it, having the questions coming up on the screen. And I think what we'll try and do for our next one is we'll try and come up with a subject, and we'll base it on a subject. Do you think, Lynn, will we go for something like that? We'll do an actual subject rather than just a blather. Lynn, can you hear me?
Lynn's just messaged to say that her sound's gone down.
All right, okay. Okay. Right, no worries. Okay, I thought she was just ignoring me. So I think Alex, Lindsay, will go for that. We'll come up with, we'll have a think, we'll get our thinking caps on, and we'll come up with a subject for the next one. And now that we've got this kind of format up and running, we can do bells and whistles as well with slides and video footage. So yeah, we can try and do that for you. So massive thank you to everyone for joining us tonight, and we will see you again very soon. As I say, keep your eye on the page for more events, and as I said, more of our adventures, some cool locations coming up soon. But until then, stay safe, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye bye.